Hey Books, welcome into our Scorpio-Sagittarius cusp energy astrology tarot reading. I thank you guys so much for tuning in, and as always for being on this side of the channel. I really do appreciate your love and support, and I do hope that these messages and these readings are supporting you. All right, don't forget to let me know how these are connecting with you, if and when they connect with you, in the comments down below. I appreciate that, y'all. All right, I was getting a little bit of message here for those of you under the Scorp-Sag cusp and have maybe Scorp-Sag placements that might be active right now, and or your 8th and 9th house energies could be very relevant for the month of November, okay? But I was getting that there might be a lot of downloads. A lot of downloads that are going to come through that are going to shine a light on how to heal something, either within you or within someone else in proximity to you, close to you, or connected to you, okay? It seems like there could be a journey that you might go on, maybe some travel that might be coming up for you here. Yeah, 3rd house and communication. Again, like I said, you might be getting a lot of downloads in November, but they're going to be healing energies coming through you that might be meant to help heal others, or help heal energies tethered and connected to what you consider home, okay? So your immediate nucleus, or where you are like environmentally, okay? Some of you might be thinking about planting a garden or getting into gardening. I would definitely encourage that. If you already garden, thinking about what healing energies, plant energies that might be good for your environment, okay? Based on the climate that you're in, based on the soil you got, figuring out what would nourish the soil by planting it could also be very beneficial. Some of y'all might even, I'm getting the word pollinate. So you might want to plant some flowers that help our pollinators kind of do their job. So again, support of the environment. There is something very earthy about November for this part of the chart. So your 8th and 9th house could be an earth sign, all right? Or this could be a month where you typically start to plant new seeds, get new things going, or start thinking about that kind of connection to earth. Something about the connection to earth right now is very significant. Yeah, because it does feel like you're getting these downloads and this healing energy because there is something that could be under attack, all right? Or some sort of challenge or confrontation that okay, yeah, that you could be kind of thwarting here without really being aware of it. Like your presence for somebody here, your presence in a situation actually intercedes on someone's behalf. Like you might be the guardian of someone, or might have been sent to an environment, or you might be where you are right now because you are guarding and protecting someone who maybe can't guard and protect themselves. Okay? I just heard an energy barrier. You create an energy barrier wherever you go. So maybe this is a message about your healing energy and how it works. There's something you need to know about that. Okay, that's a lot. Tell me a little bit more, Divine Universe, about what's going on here for Scorp-Sag energies, placements, 8th and 9th house. Aries, yeah, okay. Like I said, this could be the time where you feel called to act in November, or there will be some actions that you're going to take. Again, the sun is going to charge you up to take these actions, but it's healing. Something about the sun feels very healing right now. Yeah, trine, symbiosis, and Pallas Athena, think. Tell me more. Yeah, you got change. Uranus, unexpected changes in the way you think about something, okay? Or in the way that someone thinks about you. Maybe you're making changes here too, like shifting your mental patterns. 2nd house in retrograde, okay. When it comes to resources, Retrograde in review. Yeah, I honestly think that somebody might even become aware. Thank you, Divine. That's what this is. Yeah. Someone might become aware, or it might finally click for somebody that you are an energetic barrier for them. Someone might not realize how much energy they pull from you. I think you're the healing energy in a situation here. My books. You're the healing energy in a situation, and somebody is starting to see that. Now, I don't know if this is a situation you've left. That could be it for somebody here. Where like somebody could have been thriving or feeling really up in energy, and now that you're not there anymore, there's been a shift in that. So someone now sees you as a resource for them. Like someone sees that you are actually sustaining their resources. Like, I don't know, I'm getting, okay, let's say like you, I don't know, let's say you were contributing to a household or something like that, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, maybe let's just say in the realm of parents, because something about the home is significant, or siblings. And it's like, you might have been taking care of their financial matters, or, you know, holding them down in that kind of a way. And now that you either can't anymore or don't anymore, it's like somebody realizes that they were only able to sustain their stability because of you. Like, I almost feel like you were a contributor to some sort of energy, and people might not have appreciated that. But now that that contribution isn't there anymore, they're realizing that there's a lack. So you were feeling some sort of lack energy. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a little bit of underappreciation that might be healing within you. Because Pallas Athena, that's a goddess. It's like somebody didn't want to... Somebody wasn't acting like you... Somebody was acting like you weren't the source of their stability. Somebody was acting like your presence in a situation didn't matter. And because they were acting like that, you maybe parted ways with this energy, or, you know, stepped away, or now that you're not there, they don't have the resources anymore, or they're unable to sustain anymore. And so now someone's in a retrograde, in a review period, and is realizing that you were a major key to their ability to act on something or move. Yeah, somebody was acting like they were the source. Oh, period. Okay. Somebody was acting like they were the source for you, when in fact you were the source for them. Okay, that's one timeline. There is another timeline coming in here. Yeah, you got strength. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. My gosh. Ace of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles and strength. Somebody is now recognizing the truth that they would be stuck at the Seven of Pentacles if it wasn't for you. Somebody's wondering why their pentacles aren't growing. It's funny I brought up the gardening. Somebody's wondering why their pentacles aren't growing anymore. And it's because you were the source of that growth. You were the one that was sustaining the growth, the expansion. You were in your Jupiterian energy. Somebody was taking advantage of your Jupiterian energy, or didn't appreciate it, or didn't recognize that you were the luck. You were the expansion. Things were able to grow rapidly and expand because of you being there. And now something's come to a halt. Or again, review. This is my Mercury retrograde card. Because again, yeah, the signs and the signs in this deck are incorrect. But Seven of Pentacles, Mercury. Somebody now wishes that they held on to. You see how the lion is holding on to the maiden? Somebody's wishing that they held, oh, I can't make it up. And how is this the same character? Somebody's wishing that they held on to you because they realized that you were actually the resource. And that ain't nothing but the truth. You were the glue that was keeping something going. You were the change maker. Thank you, Divine. You were the change maker in someone's reality, and they tried to act like it was them. And maybe you were removed from a situation, and look what's at the bottom. I can't even make it up. Now they can't achieve anything. So this was somebody who was achieving a lot off of your energy. And now that you pulled your energy back, they can't achieve anything. So this all is maybe going to be revealed. There's something about Sagittarius season that's going to bring a lot of truth to the collective. Okay? Something about Sag season. So tell me more. I can't make it up. Yeah, somebody was on a high horse. Somebody was on a high horse off of your energy. Whoever's in this Aries vibe. Clarify the sun. Thank you. Yeah, Two of Swords. Wanted to act blind to the source that you were providing them. The energy, the healing that you were providing them. Wanted to act like they didn't see it. They didn't know. Oh, it can't be Scorp-Sag. It can't be my book. No, no, this is all me. Because mind you, that Aries energy is I. Me. It's the self. I can't make it up. I cannot make it up. Thank you for the confirmation, Divine. The sun. You were the symbiosis. And somebody thought that they could get that sunshine. They could get that healing energy elsewhere. Somebody didn't want to give you the credit that you deserve for the effort, the energy, the time, the growth, the expansion, the development. This could be in a job. This could be in a family dynamic. This could be in a relationship. Take it as it resonates. A friendship. Somebody did not want to acknowledge you and give you your flowers for what you were doing to sustain them. Instead, they acted like you weren't the source of that sustained energy. And now that you've been removed from the situation, or even if you're still in the dynamic, your energy has been blocked off from these people. Now they're starting to feel the lack. I can't make it up. 9 of Cups to the 6 of Cups. Exactly. Now they're starting to feel the lack and they wish they had you back. Or they wish that they could get back in good with it. I'm trying to tell you, somebody was running off with your energy. Somebody might have even been trying to impersonate you, this Aries energy. Act like you. Talk like you. Be like you. Somebody wanted to be you. Okay. Take that only as that resonates. Yeah. I can't make it up. Star energy. Sustainability. That was you. Whoever didn't want to give you your props, your credit for whatever work you were doing with them, for them, is in deep regret. My books, in deep, deep regret. Somebody, again, maybe underestimated or didn't want to see the light in you. 2 of Swords to the sun with the sun under trine. Somebody didn't want to acknowledge the divinity in your presence, or again, the heal, at something about healing, the healing that you brought to something or someone. Somebody tried to advance themselves off your energy. I can't make it up. Somebody really did. And now with the 6 of Cups as the resource, somebody might be trying to come back now and re-up off of your energy, just so they could bounce out just as quick. Yeah, you got the 6 of Pentacles. Like I said, somebody was trying to act like they were sustaining themselves when they were really sustaining themselves off of you. Clarify the 2 of Swords under the sun. Strength. And although somebody might be in regret right now, I kind of feel like it's too late. Clarify the trine with the sun. Yeah, Three of Swords, I'm trying to tell you. Somebody has no peace, can't heal themselves without you there. And again, somebody's recognizing that you were a really big resource for them. The Four of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Come on now. Somebody thought that they could find that anywhere. Ace of Cups with the Four of Cups. Yeah, somebody tried to act like it wasn't you. That's so weird. You know what it kind of gives? It kind of gives like somebody could be watching you, tuning into everything that you do, listening to what you say, if you know, whatever it is that you do, or taking your conversations to heart. Maybe they even come, they ask you questions. Well, what do you do for this? And how do you do that? And what do you think about this? And what do you think about that? And then they go and talk to other people as if that's their awareness. Somebody definitely, I can't get over that. Somebody definitely tried to cloak themselves in your energy and take it, oh, that's what it was, and take it somewhere else, and then it didn't produce anything. They might have even sold themselves as some sort of source energy, some sort of light being, when in fact they were just mimicking your energy. And so whatever promises they made from pretending to be that light, they couldn't fulfill. Tell me more about this Uranus change in the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, somebody tried to act like they couldn't. Somebody tried to act like you weren't a change maker in their life. Like you didn't shift them. They shifted themselves. It's not you. It's really them. Yet they haven't been able to shift nothing since. If they've definitely been blocked off from your energy. They haven't been able to have harmony since. I can't make it up. Somebody was running off with your energy and like dishing it out to other people. Coming over, I don't know, sneaking around you or being covert in your energy. Then taking all that sunshine and then doling it out like, here, I'm giving you sunshine. Here, you can have, here. Somebody, again, tried to advance themselves off of your energy. And this could be multiple people. So if that is the case, trust and believe that all that's coming to an end, child. Knight of Cups. Right. Now somebody wants to rush back in because they realize that you're the resource, or they always knew you were the resource, but that resource is run dry. I think there's promises here. Somebody promised something to someone off of your energy. And now that they can't deliver it because your energy isn't available to them, now they got to rush back and try to get in. No. Retrograde and review. You can't run from it, period. Yeah, somebody made agreements, commitments, contracts that they can't keep. Clarify the sixth house with sustainability and the star energy. Thank you so much, Divine. I can't make it up. Knight of Pentacles. Now everything that you were sustaining has come to a standstill. And all the promises or anything that was trying to be built off your energy has to come crumbling down. I can't make it up. Eight of Pentacles. Somebody definitely was trying to use your energy, use your enlightenment, use your essence again. Like somebody either was trying to mimic you or mirror you to other people, though, to make it look like they were you, or make it look like they were somebody they weren't, or to gain favor from somebody. I don't know. That's weird. I just keep hearing it. Promises they couldn't keep. Somebody made promises based off of your energy signature, your frequency. Maybe because they felt like they would always have access to you. They didn't expect the divine to come in and block that off. Clarify Yeah, this could be a Queen of Wands or a King of Wands energy, King of Cups energy. Yeah, that's now in the Five of Pentacles. And burdened by all the promises that they couldn't fulfill. Now they can't carry the weight. Especially when it comes to relationships. Somebody tried to manifest something off of you too. Lord have mercy. Again, all of that. I think that's a part of that kind of tough cycle I was talking about in the Scorp season reading for Scorp Sag. Don't worry, 2026 is going to look a lot better here, Scorp Sag, okay? Unfortunately, this seems like it was a part of your destiny to definitely strengthen you. That's what it is. To strengthen up your belief and your connection to source when people try to discredit you or act like it wasn't you. When people weren't giving you your props, basically. Not showing appreciation, not giving you your props, acting like, oh, it's not you that's changing their world. And they're like, oh, it's not you that's giving them all this good energy. Oh, it's not you that's making a difference. You're not the change maker. No, it can't be, Scorp Sag. All the people who try to turn a blind eye to what you were doing for them, but while still receiving, while still eating it up, while still sucking it down, okay? And I think you had to build a stronger belief in you because, again, all of that kind of neglect and turning a blind eye can make you go crazy a little bit. Like, wait a minute. You knew what you were doing. You knew the work you were putting in. You knew how you were stabilizing things for people, being a source for people, whether they wanted to acknowledge it or not. But that was the key here, Scorp Sag. You had to know. All that matters is that you were aware. That's all that matters. Yeah, 10 of Cups. I'm trying to tell you. Somebody realizes that they were living a good life off of you. Off your energy. And because they chose to be in the Two of Swords about that, as opposed to being just honest about it, like, man, so happy to have Scorp Sag in my life. Wow, you really came through. Or wow, you really showing up. Rather than just having a grateful heart, it was hard for these people to be grateful for you. So they chose to stay silent and not say anything. Or they chose to act as if you weren't doing all of that, like toning down the effects that you were really bringing into their world. Trying not to make a big deal out of, not wanting to hype you, not wanting to praise you, not that you needed, but it's like, if you notice a difference in your world by the presence of someone in your life, and then you don't say anything, and you turn around and don't even be grateful for it, you see what I'm saying? It's like you turn your nose up at it, and then expect somebody to still give to you is crazy. So yeah, they were living the good life, the high life off of your energy, but no more. Though I can't make it up. The world, that's over. That's over now. Clarify. I can't make it up because you walked away. I'm trying to tell you. The divine told you to walk away and detach. You don't want to appreciate the cup of love I bring in. You don't want to appreciate all the change, all the effort. You don't want to acknowledge that source energy that's right in front of you. Okay. I think that's something you're going to have to really accept. For those of y'all, especially those of y'all born under this cusp. And maybe not everybody, but if you resonated with it, you resonated with it. You are often sent into people's lives or sent or meant to cross paths with people as that divine change, as that kind of angelic presence. Again, Temperance is Scorp Sag energy. Archangel Gabriel learning how to temper the fire so that it creates the right change and it creates the right shift. It's the alchemist. Wherever you go, you are going to alchemize the energy for the better. And I think you've been aware of that. And again, the fact that your efforts haven't been acknowledged, or your efforts go unnoticed, and let me tell you that it's never unnoticed. Somebody needs to hear that. Your efforts, what you do, the light you bring, it's never unnoticed. People just don't like to say anything. It's giving me that whole pretty privilege type of a thing where, and I don't even think pretty privilege is the right phrase for that, but basically where people don't tell people that they find beautiful that they're beautiful sometimes because they think they hear it all the time. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like people sometimes assume that you know that you're great, and you maybe do, or whatever the case is, so they don't feel like they have to say anything or that they have to show gratitude, or you see what I'm saying? Like they don't have to speak on it, thank you, divine, because you already know. But that's not how that works. That's like somebody bringing you a gift and you don't say thank you so much. You just take the gift, open it, and put it away and don't say anything. That would be rude, right? That's what I feel like it's been. Somebody maybe felt entitled to your energy or thought they could play with your energy like that. That's another kind of con of that happy-go-lucky nature that Sagittarius and Jupiter bring. People often like to take advantage of Jupiterians because their abundance is so wide and so strong. And it's like often there's not a lot of attachment to it because we know it's going to come back around. Like there's not that kind of hoarder energy. We're tapped into the universe in that way with Jupiter. It's big. Like there's enough for everybody. Don't mind sharing. But when people want to step into that energy, and again, Jupiter's very big, so it's like to not have reverence for that grandiosity or have reverence for the largeness and massness of the abundance is where a lot of people go wrong and step left. But you have to know here that your ability to alchemize energy is unprecedented. Like, people don't really understand, and it's not always loud. People often look for like the showmanship of it all, and it's really subtle. So oftentimes you don't even have to say anything. It's just the fact that you're there, Scorp Sag. Just your presence alone doesn't allow certain energies in, alchemizes others, neutralizes others. You see what I'm saying? Without you really having to do, it's just your energy. People also might notice that things start to go better when you're around. Things start to pick up. Because again, that Jupiterian energy, like I was picking up on that Jupiter. If for some of y'all, if you've been in your scorpionic energy, you've been in a scorpionic season or a phase, or you had to integrate that scorpionic vibe within you, it did put a slight hold on that Jupiterian energy, but it's about to pick up again. And I think you need to be aware of the energy you carry, Scorp Sag, so that you can better discern who's around you. And this might have been a lesson in that. A lesson that you learned. Clarify? Yeah, I can't make it up. Big Wheel of Fortune. That's exactly who you are. Wheel of Fortune. When you come through, the Wheel of Fortune's here. And people been spinning that wheel, spinning that wheel, spinning that wheel on you, getting all these prizes, getting all this goodness, all this elevation, and then want to act like the wheel didn't bring them the prize. You see what I'm saying? It's weird. It's so weird. But I'm still trying to figure that out too, why it's so hard to acknowledge good energy. Why is it so hard to say thank you for some? And maybe you're asking yourself the same thing. Like, it's just people get accustomed to it. It's like they act like you can't go anywhere. You'll always be there to be their Wheel of Fortune. They can always come around and spin the wheel and get something off of you. But those days are over, child. Yeah, hangman, those days are over. But I think you needed to see it for what it was. Let me tell you this. You are a resource in every room you step in. Anywhere you go, everywhere you go, you are a resource. And people know that, people see that. And unfortunately, a lot of people aren't going to want to acknowledge that. because I guess it threatens their own ego. It threatens their own whatever. But the real ones see and they know. And people who really understand how celestial energy works like that, they do the right thing. And that's who you maybe want to focus in on. People who are doing the wrong thing in your energy, let the universe handle them. And that's on that 7 of Cups. Exactly. Like I said, I think you've been a little like, why? Again, why is that happening? Maybe even taking it personal. And it's hard not to take it personal when it seems like it's only happening to you. So I get it. But try not to take those people who want to just come around and spin your wheel of fortune and get a prize and walk away. Don't take it personally. Okay? That is more representation of them, not you. But those who have the right heart know automatically who you are. They know how to respect you. They acknowledge you and all your effort, all your work, all the things that you do subtly. People, that's what I'm saying. Maybe some of y'all need to hear that. Some of y'all are going to walk into communions, energetic agreements, contracts, the 4 of Wands, with people who appreciate you for the truth of who you are. Definitely even spiritually. For those that actually see you and don't have an issue letting you know that you're seen and that you're loved and that you're valued and you're cherished. It's like something about that. It's like somebody so abundant must know that, they don't need me to tell them. It's like, no, that's not how that works. Because often, and this is another part of it, that abundance, yes, it's for us, but it truly is to bless others. I think that's the one big misconception or thing that doesn't go talked about a lot with Sagittarius energy. The abundance is on them, those that have heavy placements, heavy energies in that house or with Jupiter. The abundance is on them, yes, for the benefit of other people, mainly. And it hurts when that energy is abused and misused. Because it then makes the Jupiterian want to shut down and close off, and that's not the energy that they're meant to be in. So maybe that's been the battle. Not wanting to be used and abused, but understanding that that is the blessing, that is the gift that you've been given to be able to bless and give to others in a multitude of ways. It doesn't have to be financial, again, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical. Just, again, your presence alone benefits people. And when you understand that, Scorp-Sag, you can better, again, navigate the takers. And you don't take it to heart and take it personally. Okay? Yeah, and you can move on with a clear mind and a clearer understanding that that is a facet of your existence here. And that, yeah, there are going to be people who want to come in and take, and that's all they're focused on. That's all they want. They just want to see what they can get. Yeah, period. The 3 of Cups. Surface level. Oh, they'll come in and act like they're friends with you, act like they care about you just to get something in their cup. But this is shallow. 3 of Cups is so shallow. 3 of Cups only comes around when there's something to give. If you didn't have anything to give, these people wouldn't be around. If they weren't benefiting off of you, they wouldn't be around. They wouldn't care. They don't even care when they're around. They just want the energy. And if they got to fake it to get it from you, they will. And I think that's been a part of it too, because Scorpio and Sag, we're talking depth. And the deepest depth and the highest mind tangled up into one. So fakers, people who are ingenuine, it's like allergic reaction. Like it's disgusting, honestly. It's like, ew. And maybe that's what you've been dealing with. But I do see that shifting for you soon, okay? I do see you shifting that soon, or that shifting for you. And I think it's going to shift because you're better understanding that, again, you are a resource. And again, that's not coming from a cocky place. That's not coming from an arrogant place. And I think that's what people assume. People assume that you're doing something to be abundant. And it's like, I just am. There's nothing to be done. It's just a part of the makeup. It's a part of the genetics. It's a part of the DNA, babe. And so that can also be a breeding ground for envy. Because some people want to be the big Jupiter in the room, but can't sustain the energy. You're meant to sustain the energy. You were built to sustain it. That's what I mean by somebody trying to come in and act like you, or wanting to be you in a space. Seeing how you do amplify the energy. You bring in all this abundance. You magnetize or attract a lot of good things, a lot of good fortune, that Wheel of Fortune. Someone wants to be the Wheel of Fortune so bad. But whatever this is, Scorp-Sag, I think in November, it's just going to make a lot more sense, okay? And it's going to help you let go of the pain of having to deal with the fake people. Because it really is disappointing when it's like, wow. And a lot of people think like maybe you don't see them. I think it's just because you're in that happy-go-lucky energy. You don't let the fake people dampen your spirit. You don't let the fake people change you. You're still going to be you regardless, again. It's that depth, the deepest depth and the highest mind. And you occupy all that space in between. Yeah, I think it's the fakers that have really left you disappointed and kind of like let down, and makes you want to shut down or shut off that abundance. But you got to understand that, again, your abundance is just not for yourself. It's definitely for others. And if you shut it down, then the people who really need it can't get it. And it kind of just comes with the territory that there are going to be people who don't need it. They just want it, that are going to try to weasel their way in. And I think that's a part of it too, because it's like that could have went to somebody who would have appreciated it, as opposed to somebody being fake. But you got to let that go, Scorp-Sag, okay? If that's still kind of on the heart, you got to let it go. So Divine, how are you showing up here? Thank you. Yeah. Dream. You could be having dreams about these takers. People could be trying to siphon your energy through dreams, child. It never works. But for whatever reason, they keep on trying it. And like I said with the channel message on the community board, the mask. Yeah, like I said, it's a destiny. The energy you carry is a part of your destiny. It's what's helping you reach your destiny. And guess what? Nobody can shift that. Nobody can take that. Nobody can impersonate it, no matter how hard they try. Only you can occupy it. Only you can sustain it. You were chosen to. The star with the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. And I think you choosing to be the peaceful warrior when it comes to these situations might confuse people. It might give the impression that you're not aware of what someone's trying to do or what people are trying to get off of you. No, you are. But you understand that the universe is going to check them better than you could. And I think you staying in that peace is what's important. Nobody can steal your peace anymore, Scorp-Sag. Okay? Yeah. Nobody can steal your peace. Like I said, some people want to be the enchantment of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? And that sensuality. What I'm loving about this, yeah, is stillness. Like I said, there's nothing for you to do. The universe is going to handle this, or is already handling it. But people want to carry your energy. Get the same like response and the energy. Do the same things that you do. Like, you know, it goes deep. It goes deep. But what you have to know is that nobody can really be you, Scorp-Sag. like I said, the deepest depths and the highest mind. They can fake all they want to, but when it really comes time to show up, they can't do it. That could be that broken promise. That somebody could have promised that they could heal, they could do these things, and they can't. I'm trying to tell you, I think you're going through a breakthrough about who you really are here, Scorp-Sag, in November. Maybe something very significant. You might be having a milestone birthday. Happy early birthday. Those of y'all that might be celebrating all month, period, okay? I am not mad at that. It's your birthday month, boo. You do what you want to do, period. But you're going to have a breakthrough around that, around who you are and how your energy is set up. And that's going to be a very important breakthrough for you. Show me a little bit more here. Yeah, ancient memory. Ooh. Your dreams could be, again, cluing you in to who. This could be even family. Maybe you have a lot of karmic family members, or had a lot of karmic debt when it comes to family in the home. Action, yeah. I think you closed out a cycle on some karmic family ties that you had. Whereas, like, maybe this was happening to you in a past life and you just allowed it to. You allowed it to make you shrivel. You allowed it to shut your heart off. You allowed it to kind of keep you from living. And I think you've broken that cycle here. Okay. Yeah, teacher, you've learned. You've learned. Taking the actions you were guided to take, trusting those actions, broke some sort of generational cycle that you maybe were a part of. Yeah, and you nurtured yourself. Lemon balm, I love that. That's that Empress energy. Again, Jupiter showing up all throughout these cards. And now that you've learned that about your energy, you can be a better steward of it. You can be a better cultivator of it. And I think you're out of the woods when it comes to giving to the wrong people. Okay? The thought of not sharing that abundance could have been kind of like, blasphemy. Like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? And it's like, wait, no. Yeah, I think you have better discernment around that now. Like, it's okay to say, no, you don't get to have any of my energy. No, that wasn't yours to take. Bring that back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to do that. Because I think, too, to a certain degree, you were depleting yourself for the sake of giving to others. And that could even be the generational cycle here. Being hopelessly devoted to family that was betraying you. But keeping the bond alive because it's family, even though they've showed you time and time and time again that they are not devoted to you. They do not care about your well-being. They don't really give a fuck. So long as you're giving to them, that's all they care about. And I think you're cutting that off too. Beautiful. Yeah, Nima Mundi, you really are closing out a major soul cycle here, Scorp-Sag. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. It has been a long road. But you're doing it. You're doing it, babe. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, yeah, because it's pure. You're pure source, babe. You're pure source. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Don't let nobody project their own disconnect onto you. Somebody, how could they be that good? How could they be that happy? That's what I'm talking about, that happy-go-lucky. It has to be fake. It has to be a lie. They have to have no. Pure source energy. The sun is out here 3 times. And that's all you need to know, my loves. Yeah. You're stronger than you know, Scorp-Sag. And I know sometimes being strong isn't the prize you want. Sometimes you want to be nurtured. You want to be able to be vulnerable and not weak, but vulnerable. Not always have to put on the tough armor and the strong armor and okay, you know, and get through. You want to be able to trust. And I think that's maybe been the biggest lesson for a lot of us under this cusp, is trust. trusting the wrong people, where that leads, learning how to discern who to trust, who to not, trusting ourselves, despite what the heart's been conditioned to do and the mind's been trained to think. Finding that trust in source is probably saved your life, or has been a godsend, or will be the godsend you're looking for here if you're still on that journey. All right, and I'm sending y'all a lot of love. A lot of love. We're almost there, Scorp-Sag. Okay, I really do hope that this serves you throughout the month of November. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as always. I love to hear from y'all. And if anybody is on Depop, okay, if you frequent the app, you have a shop, let me know. I'd love to follow it, and definitely follow mine, as I am almost done decluttering this closet, child, as a part of my own purging, okay? I encourage y'all to do the same. It's always a beautiful way to kind of keep fresh energy in your environment. But I thank y'all so very much. I'll have the link in the description box below if you do want to check out my shop, okay? And I'll see you all in our next one. Love you lots. Namaste.